And we're back. Okay, let's get our first upgrade points going. See, I'm tempted to just stack all my stats in dialogue and leadership, because I know that's what I'd need my stats in. Okay. Yeah. See, I'm tempted to just stack all my stats in dialogue and leadership. Oh, it's my phone. Yeah, let's do dialogue, stealth, and then ranged. I really don't like that you can't put more than one stat, or more than two in one stat at a time. Let's go ahead and just apply what I have. We've got combat dialogue now. Dude, like I said, man, I liked Breath of the Wild. I just couldn't get into it because I like games that tell me exactly what I need to be doing. And Breath of the Wild refused to at least give me a little bit of some idea of what I was doing. Alright, so this is your first... That was like the tutorial area. We're on to our first world now. Planet, city thing. And honestly, this is where I really started falling in love with the game. Oh. I am such an awful shot. Pick up all of the stuff from the bodies. I am one of those, like, absolute whores who just loots everything all the time, even when I know I don't need to be. And yes, my inventory does fill up because I'm like that. Is that a new gun? Is that gun better than my current gun? No. Damn. Alright. Cool. I don't know. I'm trying to decide, because I know the story ahead of time, what I want to do as far as choices. Because, like, the choices I made the first time around were gross. Yeah, see, that's why I didn't really like it. Like, I'd never played a Legends of Zelda game before, and my roommate had Breath of the Wild for his Switch, so when I got my Switch, I was like, oh, I'll just give it a try.
Where'd you come from?
Hi, Silas. But I couldn't get past the learning curve. Attire. I just couldn't.
You're liable to give some people the wrong idea. It's in poor taste. Dressing up like a marauder's disrespectful to all the workers that got eaten by them. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
I forgot how sad Silas is. He's just a
Got
sad,
knack for being
sad little man.
discreet-like? There's money to be made.
Thank you,
as long
Nightbot.
as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole
I feel
town
so
10
bad
feet
for
under,
him. He's
free of
just doing
charge.
his job. But he's got like the shittiest job. Yeah, see, I feel really bad for him. He's got like the world's worst job.
4 workers
And it
still
doesn't
haven't
get
paid
any
up.
better with
Phyllis,
the like
Conrad, Ludwig,
setting
and
of
Martin
Edgewater.
Abernathy.
And I
He's
feel
a
so
special
bad for
case.
him every time
You
I
may
run
wanna
across
twist
him.
his
I'm like,
arm a little.
oh, Silas. Where can I find everybody?
Conrad's
I don't
got a
remember.
barbershop in town.
Hi,
Phyllis works at the cannery
baby.
most hours. Abernathy,
Welcome
I
to
ain't seen
Outer
him in a few
Worlds.
days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Okay, let's get into town. Doing good. Oh, fuck. Can I loot these without being in trouble with the people of Edgewater? I don't remember. I think I can. So long as nobody sees me, it's not a problem. And I can't pick that. Okay. So long as I just shut the doors behind me, it's not stealing. I mean, it is still stealing. But. Well, everyone, welcome to Edgewater. Woohoo! Yeah, that tattoo looks sick, man. I'm actually thinking about getting one here soon. I think you dropped a link somewhere, I think on your Facebook on where you got it, but if not, could you DM me that? Because I'm super here for that artist. Alright.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house, no place for a traveler.
Okay, so this is the sick house. I don't think we're in here quite yet. Oh yeah, I love that. I've got a whole sleeve planned myself. Do I just want to go on the story first? And not be a whore who runs off and does whatever I want? That's awesome, man. Yeah, for sure. Either DM me her info or the studio she works for. Because I'm thinking... I don't mind going down to Eastgate. Eastgate's not awful. Edgewater is a shitty town. I do like that I can jump around in these elevators and I'm not just static.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small word. Seems we've got a gap. Really now,
I love
apologize.
Pavarti
I was
so
given no
much.
forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Reed Thompson is the slimiest
You were
sack
saying,
of shit,
Miss Holcomb.
but I love
It's just
Pavarti.
what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll
Oh
do that.
no, what happened to the garlic
And I
farm
do wish
sauce,
you'd stop
babe?
referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
You can die, that's for sure, Reed. You are a gross, gross human being.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect.
I don't work for Spacer's Choice, Reed.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few
She's
seasons
just
since
so
we've had a visitor
good.
pass through.
Like, she's just such a good person. I love her.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know another
yes,
one.
the first
and I happen to know
dramatic
exactly
choice
how you may retrieve it
of the
without
game.
frying yourself in the process.
Do I save Edgewater, or do I save...
There's a power regulator in the old
botanical
botanical
lab.
lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
See, I think the first time I
I
did
was not
this, I
entirely
went
sure how
with
to tell you
rerouting
this.
to the
The botanical
geothermal
labs are
plant,
not
from the
legally
geothermal plant to the
inhabited, but
botanical gardens.
There are
And I kind of
people
want to
who
stick
live
with
there.
that, because fuck Edgewater.
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them
Oh,
back at their
rest in
posts.
shit.
I need them to come home. Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone,
Well,
least
you're
of all
asking me to
them.
kill them, Reed, by taking
My
away their
hope is
power.
that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I
Oh,
want you
God.
to stop
Yeah,
by
what's
the
in the sauce,
botanical
babe?
lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Ugh. Oh, that's awful.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that
Reed
she
Thompson's
is
just
talented
a slimy
and
dirtbag.
may
Reminds
prove
me of one of
useful
my
for
first
you.
managers.
You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
I'll
Great.
take Bavardi, sure.
I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck
Ooh,
to
that's
you. And thank you
gross,
again for
babe.
your
I'm
help.
so sorry
It
about
is a
that.
lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
All right, Bavardi, come on. Let's get you away from your weird, gross boss. Come on.
Sure, on my way.
This is the other reason I really liked this game. I liked the concept of these companions that I can bring with me and swap out whenever I want. I think it's absolutely fascinating, and I like that they all have their own stats and abilities. Okay. I didn't remember if that one had anything important. I'm gonna go to the factory right now. So if you are a fan of story-based games,
Can we talk?
but you also go in like chronological order, I am so sorry. You're gonna get pissed off by me real quick. Whoop, I forgot that's what that did. I didn't see that.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you
She's
likely
just
don't want
me.
to tag along
She's so
like
cute
me.
and apologetic.
Mr. Thompson has his own view.
Oh,
on
Lily,
matters,
no.
On account of it's his job and what all.
Lily,
but
no.
that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says.
Just because he believes every
It's
word
just-
he says doesn't mean
He doesn't
he's
always
a
get
liar.
where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Oof.
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Alright. I don't blame anyone for wanting to leave. This town's got issues. This town does have issues.
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her.
Oh god. I hate sneezing. Alright.
Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy
See,
of
the thing
marauders,
is, I'm
or
just too
worse.
empathetic.
It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it.
To save the
Max,
Marauders.
his name is.
Not the Marauders. The deserters from the Marauders.
About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright.
I forgot how
Leaving Miss
religious Bavardi
McDevitt's
is
folk
at the
to their
beginning.
fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't.
But this fucking
I
Vicar
used
is
to go walking
gross.
outside town.
Not gross. Max
Maybe
is
he
just
found something that'll help.
complex.
It's just an idea. That's all. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it.
See,
That's what
Pavardi's
my
on the
dad
right
used to
path.
say anyways.
Yeah, Max is a character, that's for sure.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too...
All right, Vicar.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along.
I think he's just he's got a
Don't mind me.
great
I so
backstory,
rarely
and
get
he's
new
just so
people to talk
complex
to.
that I really like him.
Name your
But
poison.
he's just a
Anything at all.
sleazeball.
Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You
See you
wanted
when
to
you get
speak
back,
to
Will.
me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons.
Story, and that's one of
Does
the
that
reasons I
strike
love it.
you as a responsible life choice?
For recap of cool, I'm being asked to divert power away from a small camp of people who need the power to survive from marauders and like evil people.
Assuming your goal
to save
is to save
this
as many
town
as
full of
possible,
sick and dying
then you should
people.
bring
They're not
everyone
really
together.
dying. They've got colds.
send the power to Edgewater
But-
and convince the deserters to return to the fold. If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library.
Ah, yes.
Barely escaped with my life.
Max and his band
But you see,
book
one of the
quest.
reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book.
I forgot how much his quest line was.
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Vicar Max is a priest who's after a long lost book on a religion that goes against the religion he's a priest for. He's just, he's an interesting character. He's been to prison. There's a bunch of stuff going on with Vicar Max that,
On the contrary, my position means that I am one of the few legally allowed to possess
and his
such
combat
items.
skills aren't even
But
that
do not
useful.
worry. You'll be
Like,
safe
he was
since
one of
you are
my
acting
least
on my
favorite
behalf.
companions as far as, like, actual companions go. I like his story, but I didn't really like having him as a companion, you know? Okay, if I remember right, this door out is the quicker way of the 2 doors to get to where I need to go. Oh, yeah, he just thinks he's above the law because he's a preacher, which, like, congratulations, that's basically how it works in America anyways, right? Oh, no, I went the wrong way. Oop. Oh well. I guess I can start with this guy as part of the side quest then.
When I was little, we'd get freighters and...
Thank
What do
the
we
law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever
Ludwig's
swung a
just fucking
truncheon?
crazy.
Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
But I think he's cool. Oh, okay. Cool, babe. Just let me know when they're on their way, or when they get here, and I will take a break and bring it down to you.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling. The war.
I
The coming
forgot about his
apocalypse.
whole war
Man
against
versus
computers
machine.
thing.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies. That's right. That's what I've
good
been
old
saying.
mechanicals.
We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
He's just crazy.
I've been gathering up
But
a war chest over the
He
years.
doesn't mind that I'm for hire.
Tuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's Chaw. Few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid. Enlistment fees.
And I can
Yeah,
get money
I
out of it right
suppose.
away.
Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back. Mechanicals got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
That would be awful if I had fucked that up. Alright, let's try it again. Jesus, Pavardi. Shut the fucking door. There we go. Now that I'm alone in here for a minute, let's fix some of our weapons before we go on. Okay. I might be able to get away with this. I can't. Okay. Onward. This time we won't be stupid. Okay. Taking the long way. I'm not going to stop.
Ah, you went for it. Bet I could fix him up smart. Here we go!
This is the fun part. I really like these animations. I think they're so cool. Upgrade my melee and my ranged. Dialogue, obviously. Leadership. Stealth. Check the rest of the junkyard real quick. See if there's anything else that I want.
Okay, gone quiet.
Thanks, Morty. Oof. Got by the blood moon. That sucks, buddy. I didn't know you could do that. Interesting. Alright. The mantle in this game is shit. That's right. Oh, yeah, that makes it pretty bad, huh? Good luck with that, man. So that's back towards Edgewater.
You ready for this?
Berardi for doing all of the hard work, you know. Finally, light machine gun. Oop, 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 oop. Ooh, ooh, ow, 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 ow. Oh Jesus, that cut it way too close there. And I'm still not done. Oh Christ, that was almost bad. Where did all those bodies go? Because I need like all of the loot off of them. Okay. Ow. That hurt a lot, actually. Stop and see if I can't get any more ammo. More healing items. I'll take a bypass shot, sure. What are you? Ammo. Fuck yeah. Oh god, I'm gonna need so much shit. Alright, well, I'm gonna go take another quick break. I will be back in a little bit.